Hello, Abraham, again.
You been here before?
I have.
You're new now.
Yeah.
And we're not kidding. There's nothing about memory that this is about. It's all what's active in the now, yeah?
Yeah. Although it did help that I knew I could get up here.
We know you will remember. We're just telling you that we don't care. What makes the difference? Now, you got to acknowledge that someone who's been here before has a higher expectation of being there again, yes? So their point of attraction is different than someone who's wanting it and fearing it or dreading it or really wanting it and feeling the shortage of it. Yeah. So we've used all your time.
Okay. So I recently started doing Quantum Healing Hypnosis Technique healing work.
Quantum?
Yes. It's Dolores Cannon's.
Quantum meaning?
That's the name they gave it. I don't.
But for a reason, they gave it that name for a reason. What's quantum?
Well, it
gives you the sense of power. But
yes.
What's quantum literally? Anybody know? Quantum? Big? Quantum?
Yeah. Well,
it's like zooming out to where the whatever you think you're getting is. You got this quantum. Then what?
Healing.
Healing, meaning focusing it somewhere.
Right.
Any other words in there?
Hypnosis.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hypnosis.
Yeah.
So I gather the energy of the universe and I focus it toward you, and I am so clear about what I'm doing that what you think about it is sort of less important right now. Hypnosis. How would you define hypnosis? We're not making fun of any of this. We think it's all just great. We just want to clarify why you're attracted to it. Hypnosis is, can you give it a definition?
It basically puts you into a state like what you're in right now. It allows you to see past lives or, between life or whatever it is that you need to, resolve or know to help you in your now.
Except that in hypnosis, someone else is doing the attracting and feeding it to you. And what?
Sort of.
Sort of like the audience is summoning us through.
Yeah. Right, I'm a facilitator. I'm not the healer. You heal yourself in this.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
but
I'm just your own. I just become the advocate of whoever is my client. So they tell me what they're wishing for.
So we spend all day, every day trying to get the middleman out of this. And you're trying to bring the middleman into it.
Yes.
At what point do you, in your hypnosis, convince them of their own power? That's the only thing we're asking.
Along.
Do you think it's lasting? Does it last? In other words,
it does
when
last.
Someone is under hypnosis, how long?
As long as they don't talk themselves back into it. It's like Jesus.
It's like everything, isn't it? Wherever they focus. So during the time that they're with you, they're focused in a belief. And so who gets to choose what's being fed, them or you?
They tell me what they want to cover within the session, and then I have their own inner being,
right. We're clear
their
on
own source energy guide them.
We get it. Good. So how can we help?
So I am still fairly new in this. I'm finishing up my training on this.
Oh, you'll never get it done.
I know.
You'll never get it done. And words don't teach anyway. It's only life experience. So how much of it have you done?
I've done 4 sessions now.
Yeah? How'd it go? Was it
good
fun?
Yes,
Did you
it
like
was really fun.
Did it
Yes.
feel
Yes.
invigorating?
Yes.
Did it feel beneficial?
Absolutely.
Then keep doing it, yeah.
Yeah. The thing is not everybody is able to see the movie play or hear.
That's that bandwidth that we were talking about.
Right.
We're just going to interrupt you for a minute because we really want to hear what you're talking about. But your bandwidth, can you put it up on the screen? Your bandwidth is only 2221 or 2120 or 2019 or 1918. In other words, that's your bandwidth. And so when they come to you, where are they usually?
All over the map.
But they come to you for a reason. Where are they usually? They're coming for healing.
Yeah, they're 9 or lower generally.
For sure. So of those 4?
I would say probably the unworthiness. A lot of people end up in unworthiness or discouragement kind of area, or insecurity.
It's around here.
Yeah.
So is this a process where you are able to move them up the emotional scale quickly?
Yes.
Tell us about it.
Well, what it is they're able to...
Just tell us about your experience with it, with those four. You don't have to divulge anything that they might not want to be divulged.
So basically, it just allows people to clear, like, it gets them into a deep meditative state, and they have nothing on their mind.
So their point of attraction stops.
Right.
So they've already posed the question, so the asking's already there. So then where are you? Are you tuned in, tapped in, turned on with their source energy?
That's where I strive to be.
So as you are, then you're in their vortex knowing what they want.
Correct.
So is every word you speak about where they want to be, or is some of what you speak about where they are?
It's where they are.
Well, then you're not standing where their inner being is standing. You've joined them, and you're crawling up the emotional scale together.
Yeah.
But if you could start up there, if you could be there and see them as their inner being sees them, and you be like a satellite dish here that is focused, that can say to them, because their bandwidth won't let them receive more than about 2 of these lines at a time. But if you get tuned in up there, your bandwidth can receive everything that they want, and your words might move them faster up the scale. That's just our encouragement. We don't talk to people about hypnosis much because we don't talk to people about hypnosis much, because we do something that is quite different. But what we are saying to you is, you integrate what you know about your inner being, about their inner being, and you don't lose track of what your role is in this, then you won't be like a therapist that just compounds the problem.
Right.
Yeah. So now what?
So the interaction ends up being a lot like this interaction eventually, because I eventually bring them into their source coming through.
What do you do before you present yourself there in order to prepare yourself not to be pulled to where they are? What do? Do you tune to well-being? Do you believe in well-being more than you believe in whatever their ailment is? Do you believe that their ailment, whatever it is temporary?
Yes.
And that it is about whatever they've got going on vibrationally? Then do you focus with the intention of helping them to shift their vibration?
Correct.
We'll be quiet for another 14 seconds.
So I was wanting to see if you had any suggestions for how to help people to be able to see the movies and hear the thing.
They can't see what they're not in the vibrational frequency of. So that's your job then, to know it so well. What you convey is clarity. Now, we didn't talk earlier. We gave you such a great overview of how this all works, but now it's time to insert another phrase into this, and that is split energy. Split energy is wanting this but doing this, wanting this but doing this, wanting this but doing this. And that's what they're doing. They want wellness. That's why they're there with you. But this is what they feel. You want to make very sure that you stay tuned to the wellness that they seek, and that you don't let them talk you in to the illness that they've got. Your energy cannot be split, or you will help them not at all. That's the thing that we most want you to know, which means when they're not there, you have to practice your belief in wellness. You have to say things to yourself. You have to zoom out and hook up with it and then zoom in. We'll give you some ways of doing this if we were standing in your physical shoes. We'd start with, these people all have physical apparatuses, and they have trillions of cells. And their cells are in communication with their inner being, their source energy. And if they were really in communication with their inner being, they wouldn't have this illness. So something about what they've got, they're focused on earth, and they're focused the way people focus. And so blah, 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 that's where they are. But I know these things for sure. I know that the path of least resistance is always unfolding. I know that I can be a change agent that can cause them to move into a different place where they can see more clearly. Wouldn't it be a wonderful thing, you could say to yourself, if I could be focused so clearly that they couldn't not see the movie? But if you're noticing they're not seeing it, you're not helping them see it. You have to see the movie and know it. You have to describe what you're seeing. You have to let them know that this is real, that their potential for wellness is much realer than their potential for the absence of it. You have to know that, practice knowing that, know that until you have no split energy. Because there will be people that you will see that will have a much easier melding with what you know than others. Some you'll never reach. Some don't need you hardly at all. They're just there for a little boost. But you have to not be differentiating among them. You have to know wellness reigns and illness is freaky. And wellness can be, and it can be anytime you're ready for it. That kind of thing. You have to just be so sure. Esther's been watching, over the holidays especially, a few different series on Netflix. She likes them because she can follow the plot through several hours. It's kind of fun. And she watches it until she realizes that they're leading her into vibrational places that she does not want to be. So this one's 55 episodes. She watched one of them. You want to be pure in your knowledge of their wellness. And they've got all kinds of reasons that they don't feel that way. You have to ignore that. What is doesn't have anything to do with what's coming, unless you're focused on what is and you're not letting what's coming be any different than what is. But if you're going to be the change agent, then you want to be clear in what you know. So, all right, if we ask you some questions?
Absolutely.
Is there anything that someone can't overcome?
No.
Are there any people that do not have inner beings?
Not that'll come to me.
They're non-existent.
Yeah, I know.
Everyone has an inner being. Now, that was a little bit of split energy. That's something that your inner being knows that you haven't really thought about that much. Everyone has an inner being. Does their vortex contain any version of their illness?
No.
If they're working their way up the emotional scale, could there be versions of their illness as they move along?
Yes.
Is your goal to move them from the bottom all the way to the top? Or are you successful if you can move them up and 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 move them up?
Both are successes.
Both are successes.
But ideally, all the way to the top.
Well, you can't
But
jump.
not necessarily all at one time.
It's impossible. The physics of your planet don't allow it. So your intention is to improve their relationship with their inner being because you are improving your relationship with your inner being. See what we're getting at? If you come away disappointed, then you're done. You want to come away with the success of moving them a tiny little bit. That's enough. In fact, it's quite a lot. To shift a whole point on this 22-point scale, that accomplished a lot. You know why? Their whole world is now different when they've only shifted that much. They now have access to a whole lot of things that they didn't have access before they made that slight shift. We just want you to feel excited about easy, natural movement up the emotional scale. You're not looking for any miracles here. Because if you could cast a miracle, which you can't, they couldn't maintain it. If they don't make the movement, it cannot last. Good?
Good.
We were a little chatty. Do you have more you want to ask?
No, that's good.
It is good. It is good.